Merry Chrysler and a happy year new. Hi, welcome back. It's that time of the year again. People having a hard time putting up lights around their house, decorating their special tree, and people singing different versions of the same damn songs. There truly is nothing quite like Christmas. I figured with Christmas right around the corner that this would be a good opportunity to talk about it. For me, Christmas is and forever will be my favorite holiday. This was especially true when I was a kid. Back then, for Christmas, all I cared about was just getting my favorite toy, my favorite video game, or whatever it was that I really wanted for Christmas that year. And that's to be expected from any kid during Christmas. Because kids don't give a shit about the true meaning of Christmas. No matter how many movies or how many songs try to preach the Christmas spirit or the true meaning of Christmas, all of that just goes completely over their head because all they want to do is go to the nearest mall so that way they can see a fake Santa and tell them the list of things that they would like to have under their Christmas tree. I was no different. But sadly, the reality is every kid has to grow up. And I would hope as you grow up, your viewpoint of Christmas should change. You're not trying to make Christmas all about yourself, but rather make it about everything else. Personally, I do not give a shit about Christmas movies, nor do I care about the songs, nor do I care about the decorations, or at this point, I don't even care about getting any gifts. As I've gotten older, Christmas is still near and dear to my heart. However, I don't have that same perspective that I had when I was just a kid. I'm not thinking about the list of things that I would like to have for Christmas. I'm not thinking about trying to be a good boy so that the big man in red who's always watching you while you sleep, while you're awake, and knows that if you've been doing bad or good shit is going to give me the present that I really want this year, which honestly, the more you think about it, the more creepy that kind of thing can actually be. But listen, I would much rather take that over the story of Krampus. That is exactly how you give kids nightmares on Christmas. The one thing that I cared more about as I got older for Christmas was just being with the people that I cared about. You see, me and my family have this tradition where we always go visit my mother's side of the family. And that was always something that I was looking forward to for Christmas. It was the one thing that I was excited for because I got to see the cousins, I got to see the uncles, I got to see the aunts, I got to see the family. It was the one time of the year where we all came together to celebrate, to be happy, and to just catch up. When I was in high school, I thought it would be nice if I contributed to Christmas by buying gifts for my cousins. And thankfully, if my parents hadn't made me get a job during that summer, I wouldn't have been able to accomplish that. And so, of course, with this job, I was able to earn my own income. Now, I would assume that most 15-year-olds, when they start making money, they utilize it in very poor ways. In my case, what I thought would be a cool idea, or at least something that could make the moment that I would share with my cousins a little bit more special, would be to buy them gifts. And it wouldn't be anything extravagant because, of course, as a 15-year-old, you don't get to make a lot of fucking money. But as they say, it's the thought that counts. And so I would just try my best to get whatever it was that I thought that they would like, and I would give it to them for Christmas. I wanted this idea to basically let them feel like this was a special moment. This was a time where we all get together and we all get to be happy. And that was the whole point. The whole point of that was just so we would all be happy on Christmas. Because I was always fortunate enough to be happy on Christmas. There never was a bad Christmas, except maybe during the pandemic in 2020, but we're not going to talk about that. Every Christmas has always been fulfilling and has always been an amazing time. And so the idea of giving to others because it makes you feel better about yourself is true, but at the same time, I wasn't just doing it for this self-satisfaction. I wasn't doing it so I could pat myself on the back and think, good job, Hector, you did something good for once. It all tied into making sure that Christmas was a time where we could all be happy and we could all be excited for the occasion. We always wanted Christmas to be a time where they didn't have to worry about the problems that are going on in their lives, to worry about any kind of conflict or any kind of drama that might be happening in their life. I just wanted Christmas to be a time where we could all enjoy ourselves. And that's kind of why, as you grow up, Christmas just isn't the same. You're not the same kid you were back then, where all you cared about was presents. You realize as you look around and you get into the vibe of Christmas, as well as paying attention to people doing good acts during Christmas, that's really what it's all about. There is this one Christmas movie that I always watch every year ever since it came out that I think really speaks to what I believe Christmas is all about. The movie is called Klaus, and there's this quote from the movie that I think ties really well with my ideals for Christmas. A true act of goodwill always sparks another. I think that to be true. Sure, you might think that sometimes people only do nice things to others because they're out to get something. Maybe they just donate to charity for a publicity stunt. Maybe they just want people to recognize them as good people. But the way I see it, especially since I did it for the short period that I was in high school, giving things to people just so that they can be happy or just so that they can feel better about the occasion is really what made me look forward to Christmas. It might sound selfish that people do things because it makes them feel better, but I was hoping Christmas would be a fun time for everyone. And the gifts that I bought for my cousins was just another thing for them to look forward to. I know Christmas is different for everybody, and unfortunately not everybody is gonna have a great time during Christmas. People have problems in their lives and deal with so much conflict that they aren't as fortunate as me to look forward to Christmas, to enjoy the Christmas atmosphere that comes every year. But that's exactly why I think my view of Christmas is so important. It's not about the religious tie-in that it possesses. It's not about the presents. It's just the time of year that I would like everyone to be happy. And I want them to enjoy the time that they spend with family, because that is more important than anything Christmas has to offer. So as you grow up, you realize Christmas just isn't going to be the same, but in a good way. Offering an act of goodwill towards someone can make your day. That's all I wanted to talk about today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share the video. Thanks again for watching. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and keep being awesome.